What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome, and DJI just released the new Mini 4K, and people are saying it's basically the same thing as the Mini 2, and it is, but it actually isn't. Now, the specs are identical, except for price. So what's different about them? Well, let's take a look. And also, we're going to talk about mini drones in general. Which one do you want? Why do you want a mini drone? And are there better deals out there? There just might be. Stay tuned. Now, the Mini 2 here is an awesome drone. When it was released, it was fantastic. You got a solid upgrade to a 4K camera, and it's nice to have that. And DJI has really kind of stopped making the Mini 2 here, and they've replaced it with the Mini 2 SE, and that doesn't have 4K capabilities, and you couldn't get that in a DJI drone for less than $300 until now. Now we have this Mini 4K option, which basically has the exact same specs as the Mini 2, but when I tested them, the cameras are actually a little different. I don't know that one is better or worse, but we'll take a look here and you can kind of see the differences between the two cameras. It used to be that there really weren't any good mini drones out there other than the ones made from DJI. And the ones that were out there were either too expensive or not good enough. And there are a whole lot of other options under $300, just like the Mini 4K. Holy Stone here is rebranding the Walkera Mini at $299. We've got the Fimi Mini 2, which is right around $250 now. Seafly has a couple of options, one about $150, the other about $250. And there's even the Potensic Atom, which is about $300. So lots of mini drone options under $300. They're all pretty comparable, but I still think that DJI is the way to go. The user interface is cleaner, the camera is solid, and you just know what you're getting. There is one exception to that rule, the Specta Mini, which has not been released, and I'm not certain that it actually is going to get released. It is actually the Mini 4K, so keep that in mind, and it's a lower price point. All that said, let's talk more about the Mini 2 and the Mini 4K. In terms of hardware, the biggest difference here is this LED up front on the Mini 2 that doesn't exist on the Mini 4K. Internally, I'm guessing there are some differences just because this is such an older drone. So I'm guessing that DJI has probably found different suppliers or slightly different parts, but overall, the specs are the same. They're going to perform pretty much the same way, but the cameras look a little different. So let's take a look at that. The Mini 4K is actually probably closer related to the Mini 2 SE than the actual Mini 2. It just has a better camera, probably a better processor, and it can shoot 4K. It is $20 more expensive though. All right, so we're going to look at some footage from first the Mini 4K and then the Mini 2, both shot at 4K 30. This is the Mini 4K, and now we're doing that same shot, same day, just a couple of minutes later with the Mini 2. Right, similar, but slightly different colors. All right, here we are with the Mini 4K. And now with the Mini 2. So I'll let you kind of decide. You know, they're, again, comparable drones. Specs are identical. And here I have a couple of shots side by side, so you can kind of see a little bit different color profiles. I think the Mini 4K looks a little bit bluer, maybe a little bit darker even, whereas the Mini 2 here on the right, yeah, just not quite as dark, maybe a little bit brighter, so personal preference. Camera quality is a personal preference, so I'm gonna let you decide which one you like better, but at the end of the day, the Mini 4K is $299, whereas the Mini 2, which they're not producing anymore, so it's more expensive. Don't opt for it unless it's something that you really, really like, but I think I'd go for the Mini 3 or the Mini 4 Pro. They're more expensive. They are better drones. I promise you they're better, but they're a lot more expensive. So under $299, the Mini 4K is the way to go, unless you know you don't like DJI or you really want to follow me feature, then some of those other drones have that option. Full disclosure here, my Mini 4K is actually the Specta Mini. They're basically produced at the same factory. Some of them roll off and are branded DJI, sold by DJI. Some of them are rolled off with no branding and they're sold by Specta on Amazon in the US at a slightly lower price, or at least that's the plan. Still hasn't been released, but that should be coming soon. Maybe by the time this video is out, who knows? Anyway, I'm a big fan of mini drones. They have some serious advantages. They're smaller, they're quieter, they're easy to take with you, and they don't require FAA registration or remote ID. So definitely the way to go. Plus they have really good cameras now. The Mini 4K or the Spectrum Mini, awesome cameras. Even some of the other ones like the Holy Stone, the Potenzic, the Fimi, the Seafly, they're really good cameras as well. I just don't like those user interfaces. Customer service on some of them is really good and some of them is hit or miss, but you always know what you're gonna get with DJI, and the Mini 4K is an excellent beginner drone and something that I would recommend to anybody. Anyway, if you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We got lots of drone content, plus a handful of other fun electronic things, cameras, e-bikes, stuff like that. We'd love to have you back. And if you think I missed something, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.